Do-rag and everything. What's up, family?
You know what I mean? Got a nice little weekend coming up. You know what I mean?
Hey, they say we only got 10 periods today.
That's it? That's it?
Periods, bro.
Oh, word. Oh, bet. Let me put my do-rag on.
Make sure we handle our business, man, so.
Get it right. Hold on. Let me get this music. I'm trying to talk to you, bro. I can't hear you over the music. Hey, here's the thing. The Buffalo Bills, they traded the Texans Stefon Diggs.
Yes.
But the question is, Texans got a young quarterback in C.J. Stroud. Now, if y'all have never been in the locker room, allow us to welcome you into this one. James Jones, you play wide receiver. You've been with big wide receiver personalities. Yeah. Are you worried about C.J. Stroud being impacted by a rambunctious personality in Stefon Diggs?
I am, because really good football teams is built in the locker room, where we at right now. That's what really good football teams is built. So when you have a bad locker room guy, the locker room gets to talking about it. When you have a bad locker room guy, that stuff shows up on the field.
Do we know he's a bad locker room guy?
I'm just going off what I've seen. Right? What the coaches say, what he said to the media, what he's done to Josh Allen publicly and all that type of stuff. I'm just going off of what I've seen. Because he ain't a Texan if he ain't bad character or whatever in the locker room or with Josh Allen. He would still be a Buffalo Bill. So for me, I am worried because this is an extremely young quarterback that has not accomplished nothing that you have accomplished. So walking in the huddle, to be honest with you, it was C.J. Stroud everybody was looking up to. Now, to be honest with you, if we keeping it a buck, what you think, Shady? All pro, all this and all. It's that now. And if he's pouting and all that, it could change the way the quarterback plays the quarterback position.
So you telling me the future quarterback of the franchise don't come number one, C.J. Stroud? Come on, no.
He's an extremely young player.
This is what I'll say. Talk to me. This is what I'll tell you from just being in the locker room and being experienced. When you got a franchise quarterback, he runs the show, young or old, because you know you're the franchise dude. We know it's your time to shine. It goes through you. At 31 years or 30 years old, Stefon Diggs, he is a big name. He is an all-star and all that. The quarterback comes first, and you know that.
Here's my thought.
Before you give me your thought,
Let
me ask you, so we always talk about the locker room.
Talk to me.
Is he a bad locker room, teammates, this and third? What about these coaches and GMs? Do we ever talk about them being bad locker room people? I mean, serious.
Well, they're not in the locker room with us.
You know what I'm talking about, for the team, right? The GM comes to the locker room. The head coach comes to there. Hey, how y'all guys doing? What's going on? So can I ask you, is there ever a situation where we like, man, he's bad for the culture. He's bad for the team. His attitude is not great for our growth of our team. Do we ever talk about that?
I couldn't say that about my GMs.
But I'm asking, that's never a conversation.
Okay, why are you bringing that up? What point you making?
I'm bringing it up because when you make a move like you just made with Stefon Diggs, what type of message you telling your teammates or your players? Are you trying to win? If I'm in the locker room right now, know who I am today, I'm sitting there like, okay, we got rid of our best offensive weapon. Our defense is all depleted and they're trash, right? They're young, they're rebuilding. Are we rebuilding? What are we trying to do? That's the message I'm bringing.
I feel it. But if you're in the Texans locker room, here's my thought. Because Shady made a real good point. You made a real good point about, well, the quarterback will always come first.
That's right.
To the coach, D'Amico Ryans, I know incredibly well. Head coach of the Houston Texans. I played with D'Amico for 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. To the coach, but a dude like CJ, a mild-mannered, humbled dog, I believe that CJ is going to defer to Stefon Diggs. Because CJ knows, Stefon Diggs, you've been in the league for 10 years roughly. I've been in the league for 1. You've been all-pro. I ain't never been all-pro. You've been deep into the playoffs. I haven't. You've been to the playoffs multiple times. I haven't. You've played for several quarterbacks, including Kirk Cousins and Josh Allen. I've only been on one team, played 1 year. I think that CJ, a mild-mannered CJ, will defer.
Quick question for you. I'll let you go. Whose team is it? Whose team is it? Whose team is who?
Of course it's
right
CJ.
now, CJ.
Okay, right
but
now.
You know what's crazy though is it's not. But to me, it's not between CJ and Diggs. Of course, not Diggs' team. I would still currently say it's probably D'Amico's team. You know, CJ's still so young and whatnot. I wouldn't say it's not. It's definitely not Diggs' team.
So are you saying? Are you saying
the success of the Texans? Right. I give a lot of credit to D'Amico Ryans. That's my boy. He's doing a hell of a job. But majority of the credit is going to who?
Stroud.
It's his team.
So you guys always talk about Nick Foles, right? Being a great team.
It ain't never been his team. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So just because you're the quarterback does not mean it's your
team. He's not a franchise quarterback, James Jones.
He took y'all to the Super Bowl, though, and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he only started
let him. You tell him.
My thing is, too, another thing in the locker room, since we all been in the locker room, have you ever came in the locker room and they like, he gone, and you sit back like, yeah, I see why he gone, or it's about time he gone. That happens in the locker room, too.
He's not lying.
Or,
that happens in the locker room too, so
He's not lying.
Or, yeah, he gone. They tripping. I don't know why they did that.
That
move.
too.
That too.
All right, so give me all of them,
understand
James.
that, but what I'm saying is to answer your question, what you're saying, like, how do you think the locker room feels? Are we rebuilding? The locker room could be thinking the other way too. Like, whoo, about time.
They ain't thinking that. And another thing they're not thinking is when C.J. Stroud woke up and heard about the trade, him and all his other teammates, him and all the other wide receivers, him and all the offensive linemen, him and all the running backs, him and all the defense, him and the head coach,
They was
excited. And it hurts me that they excited and you not.
Well, they should be excited because they don't know who they getting.
They know who they getting.
But you know what's
On
crazy
the
though?
field-wise. On the field-wise.
But you know what's crazy though, and maybe this is just me because I was never the big dog. Y'all were both the big dogs. Super Bowl, 21 years of experience to my left. I wonder if Tank Dell, he had 1,200 yards last year, maybe 7 or so touchdowns. I wonder if Tank Dell was like, bro, I could be Diggs. Just letting me be a one. I could be Diggs. I know I'm not Diggs yet.
Yeah.
Diggs had a 1,500-yard season at his best. I just gave you 1,200. Like Nico Collins, excuse me, not Tank Dell. Tank Dell got hurt. I wonder if Nico Collins was like, bro, let me be him.
Yeah.
But now that Diggs is here, Nico can't be Diggs because Diggs is Diggs. Now you the two. I wonder if Nico's sitting there, and y'all know better than me, but I wonder if Nico's like, bro, but that could have been me.
And you know what that's called? The NFL. The NFL. I mean, he's gonna be like that, but yo, the better player is gonna play.
And it depends how Nico is wired. I love playing with Greg Jennings because you know what? Greg gonna get the #1 corner every time. You know who I'm gonna be on? The number 2 and the 3. So I'm gonna be tapping there and, hey, man, Revis on G. Spin that thing. So it just depends if he really looking at it like, man, I'm the #1 and you walking into it like that, you're not. This man has accomplished a lot, has proven that he's a #1 receiver in this game. You have done it for 1 year. Yeah. So it depends how he's going to approach it. I'm assuming, and you played with DeMeco Ryans, I'm assuming after this trade happened, before it happened, you have a conversation with them.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
And I will say this about DeMeco Ryans. He is a dog. Every game he would say to me, hey, man, they say you a dog. If you a dog, then be a dog. He would say, be a big one.
You a dog.
So my thing is, when you respect a certain player a certain way, certain coaches couldn't control, I can say, certain coaches couldn't say certain things to me, right? But if I respect you as a coach and as a leader, like DeMeco Ryans, I'm going to calm it down. And that's what he's going to do. Step on this and get all that. DeMeco come, hey, look, man, hey, bro.
100%.
And it's respect, that's all.
That's going to be huge.
Hey, Coach said we got team meeting in 5.
No, for real?
My way back. One more for you,
Hit the beast, though.
We got it.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.